Hello everyone, welcome to Formula 1. Hi Endless.
Hey, I'm back.
That was the quickest 5 minutes pee break ever. So we're racing in Russia this weekend, and it's Sochi. I think it's called Sochi. Sochi? I don't know.
Sochi?
Could be. But it's a really weird track, and it's weird because it's a street circuit in the old Winter Olympics sort of compound. It's an enormous track. It's not like an interior track or anything. But I don't think we're getting ready. But it's despite being a street circuit, it still has loads of run out. So it just doesn't feel like a street circuit. It has more run out than Japan that we're gonna race next week. So yeah, we're waiting.
Seems like it has it feels like a go-kart track to me. A lot of 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I see. I don't associate go-karts with 90 degrees, but now that you say it, it does make sense. Anyway, here we are, and it's a very interesting track, but also not. I don't like it. Do you like it? Despite
I like it better than Singapore.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. So everybody's going with, well, not everybody, but the guys at the front are going with maximum downforce setup, or sorry, maximum top speed. I don't advise that. I think increased top speed is perfectly drivable, and I didn't find it to be any slower than maximum downforce. If anything, it's like half a second, and I'm gonna go with that because tires are a big issue.
Wait, you're all over the place. Downforce or top speed?
Top speed. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
Oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, that's bad.
No rain during qualifying, but rain during the race.
Okay, that means I should go with maximum downforce or maximum top speed again. Because well, actually it doesn't matter. It's always maximum top speed here because you can change the setup for tomorrow. So when you exit the pits, be sure to step on the brakes. Oh, by the way, have you practiced the pit entrance?
Not on this track, I don't think.
You're gonna practice now. So race tomorrow in the rain. I'm sure we're not gonna die. Why would we? We can't.
With the light rain, it'll be fine.
Oh, it will be worse. I prefer it when it's heavy. So I know my braking points all around here, and really the increased top speed is so much more comfortable than the maximum top speed. It's like night and day. And I think we're going for... Shouldn't have done that, but sure. We're warming up the tires now. And again, another track where driving without a racing line is really a challenge, especially for the last sector. The last sector is so tricky on the rear tires. Also, I can't make this first corner properly. Am I on? I am.
Oh, Singapore's got me used to braking too much.
Oh, have you not practiced this race?
I have. Yeah, having the Singapore in between without some additional practice was a bit.
It's
off
yeah,
there.
it's right on top, right in there. So as you can tell, lots of runoff everywhere for me to take advantage of, but also having a little bit more downforce is really good. It's really good on the exits because those curves are treacherous. If you see yourself on the outside curves and you're accelerating, be very careful because they are really, really nasty. this corner over here is a corner that I, a lot of the time, go wide on. Brakes too early there, and too late here. So I'm up to first, but of course, it's only Beef ahead of me. I'm going in for,
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
There's not enough fuel for 2 attempts, by the way. I just have 1 lap of fuel after 1 lap.
Right.
So I'm going in for more tires, and actually for a different setup, because we are not running Park for May rules. Did I bore everyone with the reason why we have Park for May rules?
You bored me, if that matters.
So the reason is, back in the day, Formula 1 teams used to have different tire compounds, different engines, different suspension geometry and air and downforce setups for the qualifying and for the race. Because the qualifying was basically a single lap, they could afford to lose on tire degradation, for example. They could afford to have bad cooling of the car, and basically that allowed them to have almost, and in some cases, completely different cars that would qualify than when compared to the race car. They would just reassemble the car under, you know, the race spec. So Formula 1, to save costs, because Formula 1 cars are so expensive, they actually implemented the Park for May rules, which means that once the car places a qualifying lap, you cannot change it until the race, or you can change it even during the race. Basically, you need to race with that car. There are some exceptions to that, and some rules that are, like, for example, if you crash in qualifying, or if like your engine breaks or your gearbox and stuff like that, there are some rules that allow you to only have some penalties or have no penalties at all and be able to race. And of course, you can increase the. I think there's the front wing downforce a little bit, because it's the one that you can increase in the pits. But it's an interesting situation. Couple that with the fact that for the longest time they wouldn't have to race on the same tires they qualified on.
All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
That was a very interesting situation, where they just, you know, qualifying is one thing and race is another. Okay, I'm leaving the pits. You're still coming in? Or you're here?
I'm in the pits now.
Okay, yeah. I think I saw your car. Okay, get into lean. Get into medium. So I'm now going to try a qualifying lap in maximum top speed and see if that makes any difference.
I just did balanced. I'm gonna go with increased top speed. See if it's...
Yeah, you should have no problem with the increased top speed. The maximum top speed is really dicey under acceleration. And I have someone, I think, on their racing lap, or flying lap, just behind me. And it could be ConeDodger, or his teammates. It's so much more peaceful driving on lean. It's just so much slower. It's just, I'm going around the corners, being chill.
I was just thinking that myself.
Yeah. It is a valid strategy to race on lean, but only for some races, I would say.
That's you into P2. You're currently on the front row of the grid.
That's me into P2? do you mean that's me into P2? I didn't do a lap. Okay. I'm doing a lap now. That's basically... That wasn't cheating. I didn't cheat. You cheated.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
These corners are tricky because you need to control your acceleration out of them. Because the apex is not the end of the corner at all. If you accelerate too fast after the apex, all of the corners, actually, now that I'm looking at it like that way. You do the apex, and then you wait, and then you accelerate. Yeah. I'm not even sure my, I'm like 4/10 down. Yeah. So I'm second. I think my qualifying lap is a good lap. I can improve it, but not by much, and certainly not on this setup because I don't like it. And now we're basically learning strategies here behind ConeDodger, whom we have raced a couple of times this season. Close racing, and who has won quite decisively against me on many an occasion. That's how you do those corners right there, apart from this bit. Huh. Probably shouldn't go in reverse. Sorry. Everything is good. Nobody died, I don't think. It's impossible to... Okay. Excuse me. So I'm going back for more tires. I'm still in second place. My best lap is a 132.5, and Tim just pipped me and Indy with a 131.7, which is pretty decent, but not as fast as Indy can go. Indy did a 130, I think. Not really sure. Increased downforce, says Nihon. Clapping in Discord. I didn't see that. That's what he said. But I think that might have been a joke, because nobody would do it for this race. Okay, increased top speed. Let's do this.
Engine fired. We're set.
Engine fired. That's another thing to bore people about. Did you know that modern F1 cars have the capability of starting their own engines? Where old cars, and when I say old, I mean like from the 2000s into the 2015s, and maybe before that as well, they couldn't. If you stalled the car, you couldn't restart it unless you jump started it, which some drivers managed to do, even though it's an automatic, it's a semi-automatic transmission and it ruins it all, but it's fine. So yeah, the new cars have the capability, but not all of them. Mercedes actually doesn't. But the Ferraris do. The Ferraris are okay with their battery power. Which means that the Haas, sorry, the Haases, no, it's not, yeah, it is the Haases, yes. They also have the capability of starting the engine by themselves, which is kind of cool, because the Haas team, sure, they have Ferrari engines, and Ferrari gearboxes, and Ferrari suspension assembly, and the clutch thingy and differential. Also, I'm pretty sure they have more info on the diffuser of the Ferrari because of the way it's integrated into the gearbox. The Haas team is almost a subsidiary of Ferrari. Not quite as much as the Toro Rosso team is of Red Bull. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. Because on the track, the Toro Rosso always lets the Red Bulls past. And it's sort of not good. I don't like it. Which means basically that their Red Bull is always racing against 16 cars rather than 18, as everybody else is. Or as every other team is. This corner is gonna catch me. I don't know what's going on up here. Are they waiting? That was a bad start. Sealand's saying he's an amateur. Aren't we all? Okay.
Not me, I'm a pro. That wasn't a supportive.
Oh,
I'm hurt.
no. That's what I get. Okay. Let's reset to track. KurtJMac is going through. So, I don't know if Cone is going to be able to beat my time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat my time. Because they just spun. And Kurt is going for a drive. I'll give it a shot. But the tires didn't like that whole spin. And if you're wondering, I didn't do it on purpose. Going out of the track, I was basically rescuing the apex speed. Because once you commit, you commit. Oh, Kurt! Okay. Okay.
1 minute to go.
So let's see what I can do here with Kurt ahead of me. Probably not good things. Nobody saw that, right? Nah. And here I go again.
30 seconds left in the session.
There's even an orange bit to warn me, don't crash against this. What do? I crash against this.
Because you don't take orders from nobody.
That's right. And Kurt might be giving me a little bit of a tow here. Oh no! I ruined both of our laps. I'm sorry, Kurt. That wasn't a clean lap anyway. Well, Cone didn't overtake me, so I'm good with that. At least not so far. He's still on the race. Oh, you jerk, Cone! Stop it! Where's the number 2 camera? Oh, okay, it's over here. There's only 2 cameras. Oh, he's crashing against the wall. He's locking in the inside tire, which is made me faster. He's accelerating too slowly out of that corner. Missed the apex here. He didn't. The power of not having ABS, ladies and gentlemen. He's actually doing it quite well. Oh, Tim, you jerk. Okay. He did a 131 too. Oh, that was gutting. He's second. Cone! Oh boy. And that was that. No, we still have Akinia. Akinia down. Oh, Endless is in 136. Yeah, you're gonna have to be consistent because everybody ahead of you is on 134s and 133s.
Yeah, but this could be raining, so.
Oh yeah. It's all bets are off, or I don't know actually how that's said. But that's gonna be that for today. I'm Colonel RPG and he's Endless, and we'll see you tomorrow for the race. Bye bye.
Later.